ladies.
All right. Could you tell us your name?
My name is Dylan Slazik.
Dylan Slazer. All right. Thank you, Dylan, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me this evening.
Thank you. Let's see. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Right ahead.
All right. What role have you done in the past that you have most connected with, and why?
I think in high school, just ending, I played a character, Ferris Bueller, kind of spin-off short for the end of the year, and it was kind of cool to do that because like I wasn't very familiar with all those like John Hughes kind of movies. I kind of just had to slowly learn myself about all these other kind of directors and stuff. So playing that role and knowing about it was really fun to do with my friends. I would go back to it in a heartbeat and do it all over again if I could.
That's very good.
What is your actor type?
I really am open to do anything. I really like doing comedic things, romantic or serious. I would love to get a taste of it all. So then if I'm asked to do a certain role, I would already know a little bit about it. So, yeah, but I really like doing, funny stuff is usually pretty funny to do.
Let's see. What are your strengths as an actor?
Acting-wise, I would say, if I know something, I don't want to take it as my own. I would want to share it with other people to know that talent that I have acquired, and I can read lines pretty well, but if I want to like play the character strength-wise, I would probably read the entire story so I would know how each character in there reacts to this one character and how my character reacts to them as well. So I think I can really catch on to that pretty well too.
What are other skills that you can bring to the table that could benefit the production?
I would say I could bring confidence and open opinion, because I think everybody's got a voice to say something on set, and it's safe to fly it by, and if the director says that's probably not going to work, at least you just gave an idea that someone probably say like, yeah, that could work in the long run.
Are there any other personal skills that you harbor, like talents?
I can cook a little bit. My girlfriend wouldn't agree with me on that. But I enjoy mountain biking, I like riding, I love reading, and I enjoy traveling a lot to San Diego. It's really fun.
So that leads to my next question. Do you have a passport?
I do not, but I would love one. I would love to travel the world if I could.
Okay.
Do you speak any other languages or accents?
I tried Spanish for 2 years, barely passed both times. I don't remember a lot, honestly.
If you could play a role of a man who was learning Spanish or was a little bit in Spanish, could you can you say one phrase in Spanish for me, please?
Just like buenos dias.
Me llamo Dylan.
That's good enough.
There we go.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
It'd be great for a comedic role.
That's true.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't want to offend
Terrible
anybody.
Spanish.
Yeah, how would you go to tell the story of a character, my friend?
Aside from what I said in better terms, I would go the distance if needed. I mean, I could lose weight, I could put on weight, I would dye the hair, I could get the hairstyle if needed. Yeah, I could just interpret that as my own and not like make it fully robotic and written in stone. Like I could be like, do you want me to do that, or is this the idea if you want me to do it, like that kind of thing?
Are you willing to like skydive, bungee jump, do some stunts,
Yes,
crazy
absolutely.
stuff?
I was very dangerous when I was younger. I would climb trees and drive bikes off the little dirt hills, and I'd get hurt a lot. I got punched in the eye on set. That was pretty fun.
Wow. One last question. What brought you into the world of acting and film? What inspires you?
I literally thought you were going to say me who brought me into this world.
Your mother.
My mother, yes. Brought me into the acting world. What did? I just say the people around me. And just the people I'd watch on screen, or the words I would read from a book. I would just kind of look at all these things around me and like, I wouldn't say pick and choose, but I definitely learned a little bit of everything from all these people. I learned the good and the bad, and I think you can take that in the acting world a long way if you use it right. And I also learned to just be bold. I was very, very shy in middle school and high school. Still am kind of now. But I mean, when I'm in front of a screen, I just forget about all that and just do what I want.
That's very beautiful. Well, I think that's all the questions we have, Dylan.
Oh,
I
thank you very
appreciate
much.
that you came today.
Thank you for
And
having
hope-
me.
And whenever you're ready.
All right, man. So you can start off by telling us your name.
My name is Dylan Slazik.
All right. So where did you choose to write?
I usually just choose to write from home, or if I'm out, just like in a library, just reading books, then I'll just look at ideas through the library, and then I go type at the computer they have there. Then I make sure it's saved, and then when I go back home, I just start working on it from home at my desk.
Cool. What type of story really excites you?
Thriller.
Thriller.
Yeah, anything that'll keep me guessing or in suspense, or I like to write my stories like I don't know myself what's going on until I can get to a certain part where I'm like, all right, I can drop this. And then I would figure it out around here too.
Do you like the movie Insidious?
Insidious?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a great cameo by a guy, Darth Maul, in there. That they just totally ripped off. But I mean, Insidious wouldn't be my favorite horror film. But I mean, it's good.
When you write, do you what inspires you when you start like a project?
I look at previous films. I look at other writers' style. And then I usually just read other books and stories so I could pick ideas of how they play their cards when they're revealing things. I usually just tend to write in little pieces, as everybody usually does. And I'll kind of just visualize the situation in my head, and I'll write it as if I was like doing a self-portrait, kind of. So that's how I interpret it.
Do you think about sequels to your work?
Depends on what I'm writing. Usually it's things I've written so far have just been a beginning, middle, end, and that's it. But depending on an audience I can attract, depending on what kind of film I can make, I would make a sequel.
Who are some of your favorite writers working today?
The man that wrote Taxi Driver, forgot his name.
Paul
Good.
Schrader.
Paul Schrader, he's good. I like some Tarantino writing. Reservoir Dogs is probably one of my favorite scripts. Christopher Nolan does some really good visualization in his script telling. I think those are some of the main ones at the moment.
Cool. Right on.
So when you write your stories and say like the director wants to change most of everything you've written,
Oh.
how would you react to that?
I'd be concerned if they would take it a different direction, but I'm always open to the idea of someone else that can help my story. If there's a plot hole or something wouldn't make sense, I'm always open to how would you want to take that. I'm not kind of just like a no, my way or highway kind of guy. I'm usually pretty open to other people's ideas, and then we'll just work it out.
What is it about writing for film or television that really speaks to you?
I think it's the way you can take certain genres in directions you've never seen before, and I think people think that isn't possible in this day and age, but I really think it is. I think you can tell a story anywhere, something different. Everything is its own voice. So just to think that we already seen this, or it's already been ripped off, I really don't believe in that.
What do you think of Get Out?
Get Out?
Because that was pretty much that movie had been done before,
Yeah.
and then he reinvented it. So
I think it's still original in its own way because it's, different characters, but even though, there is big inspiration, it's not really like a blindfold to forget about what was made before, but it's more of just a new, evolved state of that genre and storytelling, I think.
Alright, so how do you come up with the names of your character?
That's a really good question. I think it comes from, I'll remember certain people in my lifetime, and I'll just think of like, what would it be? Alright, that doesn't fit this kind of person, so what would their name really be? So like somebody that would, no offense to anybody out there, but if you were like mean or douchey, your name would kind of be like a Chad or a Brad or whatever.
Yeah.
but you know, it's kind of like, you know.
Short list of names.
Yeah. Or like
What names would you give him?
For him? Probably. I'd say a good Steven. Yeah, Steven, and then a good Walter, maybe.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Do you have a favorite story you've written or favorite character?
Story-wise, I just finished one called The Shell. Pretty interesting stuff. I think this is like the first story I've looked back on and thought like, you know what, I'm really proud of this one actually. I would definitely want somebody to read it.
And what would be the logline pitch of that story? If you could encapsulate it in a sentence, what would it be?
Bizarre.
Besides bizarre.
What is your lead character like? What are they going through? What's their?
They're kind of they're kind of like on the down low at their job. Nothing really goes according to their plan.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing is really relieving.
Right.
Everything just kind of flies by him, and then he sees something and he has the confidence, but he gets too confident and it leads to some pretty fatal deaths, if you will.
Okay.
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.